Welcome back to mega stadiums. From Montevideo in 1930 to the future final in Madrid in 2030, the FIFA World Cup has taken football's biggest match across the globe, with yesterday's FIFA World Cup 2026 draw setting the stage for the next edition. There's no better moment to revisit the incredible venues that have shaped the history of the tournament. In this video, we'll journey through the past and future of every World Cup final stadium, celebrating their architecture, energy, and the unforgettable moments they've hosted. Let's get started. (1930) Centenario Stadium, Montevideo, Uruguay. The inaugural World Cup final was held at Montevideo's Centenario Stadium on July 30th. Built in just 9 months for that tournament, the stadium boasted a capacity of around 68,000 and was later declared the world's first FIFA historic monument of football. In that famous match, Uruguay beat Argentina 4-2, becoming the first world champions. 1934 Stadio Nazionale PNF, Rome, Italy. The final took place at Rome's Stadio Nazionale PNF on June 10th. Originally opened in 1911 and renovated in 1928, this multi-purpose venue held about 55,000 fans and was Italy's largest stadium at the time. It staged Italy's 2-1 win over Czechoslovakia. The Stadio Nazionale closed in 1953 and was replaced by Stadio Flaminio in 1957. 1938 Stade Olympique de Colombes, Paris, France. France hosted the 1938 final at the Stade Olympique de Colombes on June 19th. Originally built for the 1924 Olympics and expanded to over 45,000 seats by 1938, this historic venue, also known as Stade Yves du Manoir, was the largest stadium in France then. The match saw Italy defeat Hungary 4-2. 1950 Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The 1950 World Cup resumed with its final match at Rio's giant Maracanã Stadium on July 16. Opened just a month earlier, the stadium held a legendary crowd of 173,850, and it was the world's largest at the time. The intense match saw Uruguay beat Brazil 2-1, setting the all-time attendance record for a football game. Today, Maracanã seats around 73,000 and remains Brazil's iconic national stadium. 1954 Wankdorf Stadium, Bern, Switzerland. The Miracle of Bern final took place on July 4th at iconic Wankdorf Stadium. Built in 1925 and expanded over the years, Wankdorf boasted a capacity of over 60,000 and was renowned for its steep stands and intense atmosphere. That day, under bright summer skies, West Germany mounted a stunning comeback to beat the heavily favoured Hungary 3-2 in front of passionate Swiss fans. 1958 Råsunda Stadium, Solna, Sweden. The 1958 final unfolded on June 29th at Solna's Råsunda Stadium, Sweden's first purpose-built national arena. Opened in 1937 with a capacity of about 36,600, Råsunda featured classic concrete terraces and a graceful main stand roof that framed the pitch. Under cool Nordic skies, Brazil captured their maiden title with a 5-2 triumph over the hosts, as Pelé's emerging brilliance electrified the atmosphere. Råsunda remains Sweden's footballing heart until its demolition in 2013 to make way for the ultra-modern Friends Arena. 1962 National Stadium, Santiago, Chile. Santiago's Grand National Stadium welcomed over 68,000 spectators to witness Brazil's 3-1 victory over Czechoslovakia. Originally built in 1938, the stadium's sweeping elliptical bowl and commanding facade showcased Chilean pride. Today, the Colosso still stands as a testament to Chile's sporting history, though modern renovations have reduced its capacity to roughly 46,000. 1966 Wembley Stadium, London, England. England's famous Old Wembley hosted the final on July 30th, 1966. Opened in 1923, its twin-towered facade and vast bowl held around 96,000 fans that day, creating an electric atmosphere under the summer sun. The stadium's iconic arches and echoing crowds set the stage for England's historic 4-2 extra-time victory over West Germany. Before its 2007 redevelopment, Wembley boasted record attendances nearing 125,000 and was regarded as the ultimate venue for football glory. 1970 Azteca Stadium, Mexico City, Mexico. The 1970 final took place on June 21st at Azteca Stadium, which opened in 1966 and was then the world's largest club stadium with about 107,000 seats. Set at 2,200 meters above sea level, its immense concrete tiers and panoramic views made it an imposing fortress. Brazil's dazzling 4-1 win over Italy unfolded beneath bright Mexican sunshine, as Pelé and company showcased fluid attacking flair. Today, Azteca seats around 87,500 and remains legendary for its size, altitude challenge, and World Cup legacy. 1974, Olympiastadion, Munich, West Germany. West Germany's Olympiastadion, built for the 1972 Olympics, hosted the final of 1974 World Cup. Its sweeping tensile roof and spiral ramps epitomized modernist design, accommodating roughly 78,000 spectators. The open-air bowl and precision-engineered sightlines offered fans a close-up view of Germany's 2-1 tactical victory over the Netherlands. Music festivals and Olympic records had already echoed through its stands, making the 1974 final another milestone in the stadium's celebrated history. 1978, Monumental, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Buenos Aires' Monumental Stadium, home to River Plate since 1938, hosted the final on June 25th. The vast bowl, crowned by a steep main stand overlooking the River Plate Museum, held around 71,000 fervent supporters. Under crisp winter skies, the stadium's concrete terraces echoed with chants as Argentina seized a 3-1 extra-time victory over the Netherlands. Monumental location and iconic red and white seating created a raucous stage, cementing its reputation as South America's premier football cathedral. 1982, Santiago Bernabéu, Madrid, Spain. The final took place on July 11th at Real Madrid's Santiago Bernabéu, originally opened in 1947. With its 4 towering floodlight pylons and pillared facade, Bernabéu's open bowl formed an electric cauldron for over 90,000 spectators. Italy's disciplined 3-1 win over West Germany unfolded beneath a perfect summer dusk as fans roared across the royal blue seating tiers. That night, Bernabéu's blend of modernist architecture and storied heritage shone brightest on football's biggest stage. 1986, Azteca Stadium, Mexico City, Mexico. Azteca Stadium in Mexico City returned as host on June 29th, delighting a crowd of approximately 114,000 fans. Its colossal bowl, ringed by towering upper decks, offered panoramic views of the pitch bathed in floodlight. In a pulsating final, Maradona delivered moments of pure magic, steering Argentina to a 3-2 victory over West Germany. The stadium's unique blend of altitude, vast scale, and vibrant fan colors made Azteca a legendary venue, still the one of 2 arenas to host 2 men's World Cup finals up to 2030. 1990, Stadio Olimpico, Rome, Italy. Rome's Stadio Olimpico opened in 1937 and now seating about 70,634, hosted the final on July 8th. With its broad elliptical bowl and twin football club terraces, Olimpico offered panoramic views under a glowing Roman sunset. In a tense, defensive affair, West Germany clinched a 1-0 victory over Argentina, as the stadium's reverberating cheers and flares of goal celebrations echoed through the Italian capital. 1994, Rose Bowl, Pasadena, USA. The final was held on July 17th at the storied Rose Bowl in California, opened in 1922 with around 90,000 seats. With its classic bowl shape and surrounding rose gardens, the venue exuded old-world charm under the bright SoCal sunshine. A goalless draw between Brazil and Italy unfolded before a record 94,194 fans, the tension building around painted faces and chanting crowds until Brazil emerged victorious 3-2 on penalties. The Rose Bowl's timeless architecture and festival-like atmosphere cemented its place in World Cup lore. 1998, Stade de France, Saint-Denis, France. France's newly built national stadium, Stade de France, opened in 1998 with about 80,000 seats and staged the final on July 12th. Designed with futuristic ring of fire floodlights and a sweeping roof that seemed to float above the stands, the stadium created a modern Colosseum atmosphere. On that midsummer evening, Les Bleus thrilled home fans with a commanding 3-0 win over Brazil, as golden confetti rained down and the stadium pulsated with patriotic pride. Stade de France instantly became a symbol of French footballing renaissance. 2002, International Stadium, Yokohama, Japan. The final took place on June 30th at International Stadium Yokohama, also known as Nissan Stadium, a gleaming, purpose-built venue located in Yokohama's waterfront area. With a capacity of roughly 69,000 and a sweeping bowl design, and its uninterrupted sightlines provided fans with a comfortable viewing experience. Under a clear summer sky, Brazil's clinical 2-0 victory over Germany unfolded as the stadium's vast concourses buzzed. Nissan Stadium's modern facade and efficient facilities set a new standard for World Cup venues. 2006 Olympiastadion, Berlin, Germany. Berlin's renovated Olympiastadion originally opened in 1936 and elegantly refurbished for the 2006 tournament, hosted the final on July 9th. The stadium's ivy-clad brick walls blend historical gravitas with contemporary steel and glass extensions, offering seating for about 69,000 spectators. Under floodlights, a tense match between Italy and France ended 1-1, then saw Italy lift the trophy after a dramatic penalty shootout. The Oli featured state-of-the-art player facilities and fan zones, highlighting Germany's efficiency in delivering a world-class event. 2010 Soccer City, Johannesburg, South Africa. The final was on July 11th at Soccer City, nicknamed the Calabash for its bowl-like design, South Africa's largest venue with a capacity of 84,736. Its terracotta-colored exterior and concentric rings echo traditional African basket weaving, making it an architectural icon. The atmosphere peaked as Spain secured a 1-0 extra-time win over the Netherlands, with Andres Iniesta's strike sending the crowd into euphoria. Soccer City's vibrant fan promenades and panoramic city views cemented its status as a cornerstone of the first African World Cup. 2014 Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The 2014 final took place on July 13th in a refurbished Maracanã, seating about 74,639 with a dramatic partial roof that accentuated the stadium's iconic curves. Originally opened in 1950 for the legendary Maracanazo, the venue's soaring tiers and undulating yellow and green seats created a carnival-like atmosphere. Under Rio's sultry skies, Germany's solitary Mario Götze goal in extra time was celebrated by thousands as thunderous waves of cheers reverberated through the stands. 2018 Luzhniki Stadium, Moscow, Russia. On July 15th, Luzhniki Stadium's revamped bowl welcomed around 78,000 spectators under a vast, translucent roof that spans its elliptical form. The multi-tiered seating and newly surfaced pitch provided crystal-clear views as France's whirlwind attacks against Croatia unfolded in a 4-2 win, echoing the cheers that once roared during the 1980 Moscow Olympics. The stadium's historic arches and modern LED lighting created a theatrical stage. Its state-of-the-art media facilities and revamped athletes' areas demonstrated Russia's commitment to blending heritage and innovation. 2022 Lusail Stadium, Doha, Qatar. The 2022 final erupted on December 18th at the newly minted Lusail Stadium, with 88,966 spectators surrounded by a striking gold lattice facade inspired by Arabian art. Equipped with advanced cooling systems tucked beneath its sweeping canopy, the arena maintained comfortable temperatures despite the desert setting. Fans traversed illuminated concourses adorned with Arabic calligraphy, leading to a pitch crowned by a dazzling LED halo. In a pulsating 3-3 draw decided by penalties, Argentina's Lionel Messi was embraced by swells of ecstatic supporters as fireworks and confetti painted the night sky, cementing Lusail's reputation as a cutting-edge spectacle venue. 2026 MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, United States. The 2026 final is set for July 19th at MetLife Stadium, a state-of-the-art venue opened in 2010 and home to the NFL's Giants and Jets. Boasting 82,500 seats and a striking open-air bowl, MetLife features modern retractable seating sections and expansive concourses lined with interactive fan zones. Located in the New York metropolitan area, the stadium's proximity to Manhattan promises international accessibility and vibrant matchday experiences, from live tailgate festivals to high-tech hospitality suites. As the second US venue, after the Rose Bowl in 1994, to host a World Cup final, MetLife will showcase American stadium innovation on football's grandest stage next year. 2030 Santiago Bernabéu, Madrid, Spain. The Centennial 2030 final is set for Real Madrid's Santiago Bernabéu. First opened in 1947 and now transformed by a cutting-edge renovation featuring a retractable roof, 360-degree video screens, and new multi-use fan zones. The 83,000-seat arena, already famous for its iconic silhouette and rich football history, previously hosted the 1982 final. In 2030, its blend of heritage and innovation will make it a fitting stage for the tournament's 100th anniversary. And it will become only the third stadium ever to host 2 FIFA World Cup finals. And there you have it, every stadium that hosted the FIFA World Cup final, from the legends of the past to the cutting-edge venues of the future. If you enjoyed this stadium journey through football history, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Drop a comment below and tell us which World Cup final stadium is your all-time favorite. Thanks for watching. See you next week.